Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes. Nothing has changed. So Christmas is over. Not that it meant anything. This was, I think, the best Christmas I've ever celebrated. Well, first of all, I didn't have to work because normally I work on every holiday because I work with dogs, and so usually that's your busiest time of the year is Christmas, New Year's, basically every holiday is like the busiest day of the year when you work with dogs, at least in the dog industry. But anyway, um, so a long time ago, um, these holidays lost their meaning to me. Um, and then especially when you're a kid, the only holiday that matters is usually Christmas, your birthday, and Halloween because those are the most fun days for kids because you get stuff. But whatever. But it's just another day, and uh, this year it was actually just another day. I told everyone I'm not getting people any more presents because people don't get me presents. And so I'm tired of getting someone a present that doesn't give me a present. So I made sure that I think it was last year. I was like, yeah, I'm never getting anyone a Christmas present again. Because I remember last year like I got someone like four gifts. I didn't get shit. So I'm like, fuck you. I'm done. Um, but anyway, um, the one thing that made Christmas with the holiday season, and when I mean holiday season, I just mean Christmas because it's like I know nothing about a menorah and lighting candles on it. Like that's not um, a religion. That's just a fire hazard. Like I'm not keeping candles lit in my house for 8 days. You know, like this is this is modern times. We use electricity. Now, I mean, like, if you want me to like use an electric candle and like flick the switch 8 times, I'll do that, you know. But I'm not like having a candle burn in my living room for 8 days. You might, you're crazy. I don't even know what Kwanzaa is, but I think that's a holiday where Santa comes on the 29th and like steals everything. He goes to your front porch and sees if there are any UPS packages. Anyway, um, so the thing that the real thing that made Christmas good was I wasn't inundated with countless pointless Christmas porn. For those of you who listen to this show, and there's a few of you who are avid listeners, veteran listeners, just listeners who like to listen, know that on Christmas I would do an optional Christmas movie viewing. So instead of watching, and I can't name the only Christmas movie I can name right now is Die Hard. Okay, so like instead of watching a traditional holiday movie, you could watch a traditional holiday porn. And there's a list, and I already did that last year. No need to rehash the list. But this year there was nothing new. I did not notice any Christmas porn. Um, I checked the sites. Maybe one person was wearing a Christmas hat, but the year before it was like dozens. Like when you go to the opening page of any porn site, There would be like whatever, like they'd have like previews of like whatever 30 videos. Like 20 of them would be just a chick wearing a Christmas hat, but she's still just like a cheerleader, or like she's still just like a whatever, a sexy prison guard, but she's wearing a Christmas hat. Like that is the dumbest type of porn I've ever seen. It's like the seasonal porn. You know, like we want you two lesbians to give each other a massage, but wear a Santa hat because it's Christmas time. Well, that's just stupid. Kind of takes the person out of the situation. Now I understand if you go full on, like all the chicks are dressed like elves. You have like one guy wearing a fat suit with like a really bad fake beard. Like that's funny. That's like comedy porn. But oh yeah, or like a bunch of chicks just like reindeer, and then like Santa bangs them. That's hot, and like you can watch that any time of the year because it's like full on immersive. It's it's immersive porn. You can wear your virtual reality goggles. You know, you can take it to the metaverse. You have Mark Zuckerberg sit in the corner and be a cuck as Santa plows the reindeer, all eight of them, and then at the same time it could double as a commercial for Viagra. Do you need to last a long time? Eight girls. So yeah, I'm very happy. There was there was no excess, gratuitous. I'm wearing a Santa hat at a glory hole porn. It was just normal porn, and that's good. It shows like how far we've come as a society because it's like everyone's gotten so woke that celebrating Christmas is like racist. I think Christmas is either racist or you're supporting colonizers. I think. And usually people who do porn are well, how would I know? So I'm not gonna say anything. But anyway, I saw something that made me laugh, and I have to share what made me laugh. Um, and I'm not making this up because I saw it on the internet. The homeless daughter of MLB, like that's the Major League Baseball Hall of Famer Dennis Eckersley is facing felony charges after she misled authorities about the location of her abandoned newborn baby in a forest surrounding Manchester, New Hampshire. So she got arrested for misleading authorities on where to find her newborn baby. Apparently, she's homeless. See, this is the thing Dennis Eckersley is a multimillionaire. Like now, for those of you who don't know baseball, don't follow sports. I don't follow sports anymore because everyone protests. But Dennis Eckersley was a really good baseball player, so he's worth millions. His daughter, she's 26 years old. She's homeless, lives in a tent in a forest, had a baby in the tent in the forest. Okay. Uh, the police got a phone call saying, yeah, this homeless chick had a baby in a tent in a forest. So the police come, you know, to get the baby. So she tells the police that the baby's somewhere else, like in the forest. So she got arrested for giving them bad information about where to find the baby's location. I I just think they wanted to arrest her. Now apparently she has mental problems. She has mental disorders. Well, if you're 26 and your dad's a multimillionaire and you're living in a forest in a tent, yeah, I think you have some mental disorders. I think there's something going on there if your dad's a millionaire and you're living in a tent in the forest having a kid. Now, this is now this shows you even a homeless woman who lives in a tent in a forest can still get laid. What does that say about men? So after I saw that, I laughed for 2 minutes. How is the daughter of a multi-millionaire homeless living in a tent in a forest having kids? Just I can't soak all this in. It's too much. Like I can accept homeless living in a forest, okay? But then when you add her father's a multimillionaire and like she had a baby, all that information spills out the cup. I can't soak that. I just can't soak that in yet. I just can't soak that in. I'm looking at her mugshot. How the hell? Yeah, so what's your life story? Well, I'm 26, living in a tent in the forest. I just had a kid. I left the kid in the tent. Apparently, someone called the cops. I told the cops that the kid was in a different tent, and now I'm going to jail for it. Like that's her life story. Her life story. The final chapter is, yeah, I got arrested for lying about my newborn baby's location in the forest in a tent. And I don't know. And I like how they slap on, yeah, she has some mental disorders. If your dad's a millionaire and you're homeless, living in a tent in the forest, I think there's something wrong with you. Now, she won't do any jail time for this. She'll most likely get mental help. Like she'll probably be sent away to like a mental hospital because they're gonna really lean in to this mental disorder stuff. Now her dad's a multimillionaire. I'm assuming he's gonna help her out with like a lawyer, maybe get her back on the right track. But but fellas, guys, listen. We have to stop interacting with these 304s. Are you telling me that a homeless woman living in a tent with mental disorders, you think it's a good idea to sleep with her? Now, this is what I'm assuming. I'm assuming, you know, I guess best case scenario. Worst case scenario, okay, she's a prostitute. Okay, that's different. If you're homeless living in a tent, you probably don't have the best life skills. So maybe getting, food or drugs is hard to do. So you sleep with someone. Okay, that's different. I understand she's pregnant with that. But I just, for some reason, I have a feeling. I have a feeling this woman has a Hinge account or Bumble. And I think on her Hinge or Bumble, whatever, Twitch, Twitch, Tinder. She, on her Tinder account, her location says forest tent, and I bet you there were 20 guys in her inbox asking if she wanted to hang out. Brought over a 6 pack of whatever Bud Light, did her in the tent, left. Okay, and I bet you she's swiping right on every pic she sees. She's just swiping right. Okay? And day after day, men are going to the forest looking for this homeless chick's tent to have sex with her. Because she has a mental disorder, apparently. And apparently, you know, that's how she gets by during the day. And so, you know how a lot of women, like, use Tinder to, just use guys for dates just to get dinner. So, the guy will go to McDonald's, take it to her tent, smash, leave. Next guy goes to Burger King, drops off a large fry to her tent, bangs her, leaves. And the cycle just repeats over and over. Don't be the guy that brings her KFC though. Come on, she has class. Like the tent does have a zipper. It's not one of those tents with the button flaps. Tent has a zipper, people. Woman has class. So what's your location? The forest. Okay, okay, okay. I get it. I mean, like men need to do better. This this, this shows you. This is another example that a man will sleep with anything. What is the mentality of a man, a guy, who will sleep with a homeless chick that lives in the forest in a tent, and they did it in the tent? It's not like it's not like you meet the chick like this and take her to the city or take her to your house, show her off in front of your bros, you take her to a bar. You you don't take a chick like this out. She lives in a tent in a forest. Like, I mean, she's impressed that you're breathing. Who the hell? I mean, she's 26, but I mean, she looks like she hit the wall 16 years ago. She looks like she lives in the forest, okay? So, who the hell is sleeping with her? I mean, I gotta, I gotta see a full body pic of this chick, cause I'm just looking at her mugshot, but I don't know. I mean, she looks like a forest spirit. Fellas, we gotta do better, okay? We gotta do better, okay? The fact that a homeless chick who lives in a forest can like get laid shows you the sad state of men today. That's all I gotta say. And let's just say she was a prostitute because most homeless women are prostitutes. Most homeless women resort to sex. Most homeless women are doing drugs. Most homeless people are doing drugs. But let's just say she's using sex to get drugs. Are you that desperate, Mr. Drug Dealer? Are you that desperate, Mr. Drug Dealer, that you would trade sex for drugs with this thing? And like you're not using a condom with a chick who lives in a like she probably has rabies. Can you get sexual rabies? Is that a thing? Oh yeah, AIDS. Anyway, I've said enough. You guys have a good one. Talk to you later.